Every traveler walking around Havana sooner or later ends up in the Callejón de Jamal. The street is impossible to miss. Painted in psychedelic colors, it's a real African oasis in the middle of Havana. A dozen drums, each beating out its own rhythm with African passion. I have no idea how to dance that. I'm improvising and trying my best, but all I manage to do is some sort of Romani dance. As if I needed to be mocked some more, the chief drummer invites me to a duel. And then the drummer girl sends out a machine gun stutter of a drum beat. That knocked me off my feet. What can I say? An overwhelming woman, the poet's dream. And then, one after another, an aboriginal with a machete. A kid in a hat and a woman dressed as a man appear on the stage. It turns out these are dancing gods, the Orishas. As I see the goddess of love, I break into dance. Under a portrait of Lenin, some dark-skinned woman explains to me that the Orishas were brought to Cuba by the first slaves. Just like in ancient Greek myth, these gods are not that different from humans.
See this one? This is Oshun, the goddess of love and pleasure. She's always dressed in gold. Like any woman, she loves trinkets. And this is Ogun. He just come down from the mountains. The god of weaponry and the tough hermit that he is, he couldn't resist the charms of Oshun. And this is Shango, who's in charge of male strength in every sense of the word, dancing and drumming.
In Havana, the drumming comes out of every second window, and it's okay to go inside even when you don't have an invitation. Only instead of the normal greeting, you need to kneel down and dab your forehead with holy water from the puddle on the floor. Looks like rum. So what's going on here? It's a drumming fiesta. A party to honor two Orishas, Shango and Abatala. I'm not surprised anymore, as if those were just some old friends. mellowed by the heat, relaxed movements, monotonous rhythm. Soon my feet start following the beat on their own. These movements are part of the dance for Shango, the god of strength and rhythm. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Suddenly, one of the lady dancers rolls up her eyes and starts spinning on the spot like a top. She is possessed by Shango. We summoned him, and he came. It's easy. Every deity has his own dance and his own rhythm. This is the rhythm to call a legua. Next, I want to knock on heaven's door too. Can a white guy drum like that? Yes, I can teach you. You need to tap here. This is the call for a legua. And this is Ogun. Good job. You are a fast learner. Clever guy. A bit more and we can play together. Everyone knows his place here. Tourists to the left, locals to the right. I proceed straight to the zone for the fans. Oh, a new guy. Can you teach me how to dance rumba? Rumba? What? Right here? Yes? Right now? Okay, but in 10 minutes. Wait a little. Where are you from? Russia? Russia? Moscow? Yes, yes. If you like rumba, it means you're a passionate man. Not even 3 minutes later, I find out why they've been so eager to take me in. Can you buy us some rum? A bottle. Enough for everyone. One bottle for everyone. Yeah, a bottle. For this guy, for that guy, and for that one. Fine. Give me one bottle. While the rum is being poured out, the dancing gods, the Orishas, once again appear at the stage. This is not a simple dance. Here in Cuba, we all believe in Santeria. It's what gave rise to rumba. To dance like a black man, you need to think and feel like a black man. Easier said than done. When I see a freakish character in a fencing mask dancing on the stage, I feel like I'm on another planet. And this rumba is something else. It's not a ritual dance anymore, but rather a social one. The man chases the girl while she pretends to hide from him. Both of them move so softly and fluidly that to me it indeed looks like dark magic. My new friend tries to tap this quizzical rhythm into me. Nobody can remain seated anymore, and so begins the discotheque. Thank the gods. By now I've mastered some moves. I repeat everything I've already learned, the Orisha's moves. But the people around me dance in a completely different manner. I guess my way of dancing was popular 200 years ago inside the plantations. Rumba has come a long way since then. In my 15 years of dancing, I have never had to dance to a dozen rhythms at the same time. But for the Cubans, it's as natural as walking. guess there's no way around St. Lazarus. I better go get the groceries. The magic started to work the very next day. I went to the beach to wash off the ashes and met Mabel, a professional ballet dancer and actress. Right there on the beach, she gave me a rumba lesson.
Rumba is not only a dance for the gods, but also a dance for fun. We Cubans are always playing, and rumba is a game too. It's a natural part of life, just accompanied by music.
Turns out you can dance about everything. Laundry, ironing, sewing, and of course, flirting and seduction. The most important move in rumba is called vacunao, literally to vaccinate.
The man tries to catch the woman off guard, and she hides behind her shawl or her skirt.
With a leg or an arm.
It could be a scarf, anything.
It's like tag, but for adults. The key thing is not to lose the rhythm.
Everything has a rhythm of its own. Look, ebbs and flow, gusts of wind, a heartbeat, but you use your head when you dance. Go to Eduardo. He's a drummer and my friend. He'll help you.
Hi, what are you doing? I'm making a drum. Can I try? Sure, go ahead. I never thought drums could be carved out of a single piece of wood like sculptures. It's not so easy, I have to say. I'm tired before I drill a single hole. A master can finish a drum in just 2 days. I've made hundreds of them in my life. For us Afro-Cubans, it's not just a musical instrument. In Africa, rhythm follows a person his whole life. People are born, get married, and go to war to a drum's beat. Drums even have the power to cure diseases. I decided to experience it firsthand. I don't know what can be cured like this, but I think I finally managed to relax and catch the rhythm. And it didn't escape Eduardo's attention. When I do this massage, I feel all the tension, weariness, and nervousness with my hands. I'm sort of pulling all of that out of your body. Dancing like a Cuban is easy. You just need to stop stressing out about it. Stressing out in Cuba is dangerous. If you get annoyed at things the same way as in the big city, you won't last long in Havana. There are no traffic jams here, but there are queues, and they are everywhere. So this is all a bus line, huh? I was told that the best rumberas live in the provincial town of Matanzas. It's all of 150 kilometers from Havana. But good luck making your way there. Intercity buses are as scarce as the eggs in supermarkets. Matanzas is a small seaport town. Many people believe that it's here that rumba was born. I have an appointment with Diosdado Ramos, the founder of Cuba's oldest rumba group, Los Muñequitos de Matanzas.
Hola. Hola. Buenas.
How are you? How's your family? All good? Yes, all good. Come on in. This is my home, and now it's yours too. Okay. Here, look. These are our diplomas. This is the first one we got in 1955. We were performing in restaurants back then. And here I am with El Comandante. That was in 2003. Fidel's our biggest fan. We've been dancing 60 years this year. This is not just a residential building, but rather a true community center. Everyone in town knows the address. These houses are called cabildos. Afro-Cubans built them after slavery was abolished to stay connected with their roots. My house is a house of Orishas. This is St. Barbara, Shango. This is St. Francis of Assisi, also known as the god of prophecies, Arula. Dancing in their honor, the first rumberos started to mix in some everyday elements. That's how the modern rumba was born. Like almost everyone else in the city, Diosdado comes from a worker's family. Rumba is generally the dance of the proletariat, and we are now going to see where it all started. This place used to be a seaport. Trains would bring sugar here, and then the sacks were loaded onto ships. And now everything's broken down. Nothing works. After loading the sugar, the workers would get back on the train and return to their sugarcane plantations. So this is where rumba was born, where everyone started dancing? Yes, the workers lived in this area and rumba was their only pastime. They would dance everywhere, on the streets, in the barracks. There was always some occasion or other, a saint's day, a birthday, or a wedding, and everything always ended with rumba. To this day, Muñequitos rehearse in the old building of the port's warehouse. I'm headed to see how dances for gods turned into entertainment for workers. I barely enter the building when Alegua just grabs a child right in front of my eyes. That's how they do the initiation in Santeria in Cuba. It's no surprise then that the colonizers struggled with the amateur theatrics of the slaves. These dances can seem quite scary. Next, my patron, St. Lazarus, stumbles onto the stage wearing a purple ribbon which matches my t-shirt. He's shivering badly because of a fever, but access to antibiotics in Cuba is limited. Either you lie down and die, or you rise from the grave and dance. I get that this is a sign. It's time for me to also get up and stretch my legs. I pick up a scarf and try to repeat the simple moves that Mabel showed me. pretty girl comes out on the dance floor, I already know what to do. Several times I try to do a vacunao, but fail, while the seasoned rumbero succeeds without even looking, using his left leg. I mean, you gotta have quite a sense of rhythm to do these things. Even when the drummer improvises and increases the tempo, the rumbero manages to dance out every stroke of every roll. Half a day of traveling under the scorching sun has paid off. I think I found what I've been looking for, a real rumba. I want to try it now too. Barbaro gives me a crash course. I feel like this is some kind of a joke. I have to jump on one leg. Strut like a rooster. And dance the twist. But apparently, all of that is also rumba. After the musicians and spectators are gone, Barbaro and his female lead from the top ranks of the group explain me what's what. In Cuba, everyone dances rumba, young and old, but each age group has its own style with a distinct pace and mood. This is a seduction style. Give me a beat. See? Bacunao. This is also Bacunao. The woman needs to pay attention, while the man constantly tries to Bacunao her. Turns out Barbaro is the son of the group's founder. The Estado is already 70, but for rumba it hardly counts as old. There's a special style for the elderly without Bacunao. It's like in the family. Women end up in charge. It's their dance. And men only do this one move, smoothly dancing around their partner. I think this style is more up my alley. Finally, somebody explains to me why I had to jump on one leg. This is another style, for macho guys. It's the fastest one. And men try their skill against each other. Sometimes they even dance with knives, machetes, or bottles. And even though I'm way out of their league, I enjoy the dance just as much as these guys who were born into rumba. Thank you. Well, am I getting it at least a little bit?
Sí, por ser
Yeah, great job. I didn't think you'd do it right.
para mí muy bien, porque
You're pretty much a black guy now.
estación.
The compliment feels sincere. Barbaro even invites me to a private home rumba party. Same as 100 years ago, no special instruments are used. Simply tablespoons tapping on empty boxes. Small talk here has been replaced by singing and dancing. Someone starts. Everyone else picks it up. In reality, Muñequitos are not a group. They are a 4-generation family. And I kind of feel like I've been adopted into it. And if a white dancer can be taken in by an Afro-Cuban family, then dancing is indeed the world's best common language. And it sure does beat spending Saturday nights together with the family in front of the boob tube.